So, Season 15 is literally about to happen and you haven't done any prep work at all. Well, not to worry. Even though you got one day left, there's plenty you can do right now to get a leg up right when the new season begins. Do you need to do these things? Not really, but I always regret it a little bit if I slack off on preparing for season rollover, especially when there's a chance to maybe get brand new loot before anyone else. More on that in a minute. But before we get going, quick question for you. Are you an innocent, wholesome gamer who loves tame and gentle video games? Well then get the hell out, because I'm about to talk about
Raid Shadow Legends.
Lately I've been trying to farm the boss in the Minotaur's Labyrinth. I like his design a lot, but I'm mainly fighting him because I want to earn mastery scrolls, and they drop from this boss fight. My strategy on Labyrinth Minotaur is pretty straightforward. Always immediately eliminate the two minions before focusing on the big boss. If you don't, the minions are going to keep pestering you while you're trying to DPS the Minotaur, and that chip damage can add up over time. With the minions down, now heal and buff up your champions and target the boss. Easy. This month, Raid's got a lot of new clan features and improvements too. There's brand new quests for you and your clan to work together on, new benefits, and even a brand new clan shop that gives you access to powerful items. This month, Raid's also got new champions to collect from fragments in the Doom Tower and a bunch of events and competitions to take part in. If you want to get in on the action, all you gotta do is hit the link down low in the video description, or, because we are living in the future, scan the QR code right here. New players will get an epic hero / goth waifu, Chinoru, 200,000 silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 ancient shard so you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get in-game. You'll find your extra rewards over here in your inbox for the next 30 days only. When you're in, look for me in-game under the name Fall Uwoot, because why not? Again, check the link in the video description and I'll see you in-game. Alright, back to the content. Here we go, in no particular order. Thing number 1 you can do right now, go spend all your Vanguard tokens. Yep, you heard me, every last one. If you have any Vanguard tokens laying around, they're going to be forcibly removed from your inventory in Season 15. Bungie mentioned way back when in a TWAB article that the Vanguard reputation system is getting an update that'll be more on par with the current Gambit and PvP reputation system. Translation: Vanguard tokens are going bye-bye one way or another, so you might as well get something for them while you can. Yeah, I'll give it to you that turning in your Vanguard tokens probably won't yield a ton of dank gear. At the very least, you'll have gear that you can break down for literally free legendary shards, which are always good to have. Even if you get 1 or 2 dank drops from Big Daddy Z, I think it'll be worth it. So if you've got time, go turn in those tokens. Thing number 2 you can do right now, finish as many easy seasonal challenges as you can. I'll be honest, I haven't really been on top of my challenge game in Season 14, but found there were a few fairly easy challenges I was able to quickly bang out. The XP gains might not mean a ton right now. Keyword might, but it's always great to have a little bit more bright dust, and the seasonal challenges are a fairly easy way to do that. Remember, you don't have to do every challenge in order to get the Master of All challenge complete, which will give you a large bright dust pile. You only need 75, meaning you can leave 3 challenges incomplete total and you'll be okay. If you're nowhere near completing Master of All, no problem. Finish off what you can and get that easy bright dust. Thing number 3 you can do right now, claim rewards from last season. Remember that even though we're in the final day of Season 14 right now, you can still log on to Bungie.net and claim rewards from last season, i.e. Season 13. I'll share the link down in the video description, but yeah, you can do this every season, but when we finally roll over to Season 15, you'll only be able to go back in time to Season 14, meaning that if you have any unclaimed loot from Season 13, i.e. Season of the Chosen, that'll get lost forever after today. You could be sitting on free bright dust, free exotic armor, free raid banners, free planetary materials, a whole gold mine of crap you just forgot to pick up in Season of the Chosen. Go back in time, one season, get everything from Season 13, and make sure you don't lose it forever. Thing number 4, stock up on bounties. A lot of people skip out on this altogether because it's really grindy, and if you do skip out, I don't blame you. But if you're lazy and forgetful like me, and you're already sitting on a few unclaimed bounties, keep holding on to them. Turning in bounties day 1 of a new season can give you a bunch of free XP right out the gate, and that means better progression through your newly acquired artifact, and better progression through your season pass. If you need a quick refresher on which bounties to hoard, usually you're looking at any weekly bounty. They provide the most XP overall at 12,000. Dailies and repeatables are easy to stock up on too, and if you have any that you think you can immediately bang out in a lost sector or whatever, go for it. Remember that when turning in your bounties in Season 15, don't do it until you've done the following things. 1, picked up your artifact, and 2, equipped a ghost shell with blinding light level 6. If you turn in bounties before getting your artifact, yeah, it'll still help your Guardian, but your poor artifact will lose out on all those sweet XP gains. And if you turn in bounties before equipping Blinding Light, well, you're missing out on a free 12% extra XP. It's free real estate, bro. I should mention, if you for whatever reason have any Iron Banner bounties lying around, for the love of God, hold on to them. If you wait until Season 15 to turn them in, there's a good chance that you'll be able to get brand new Iron Banner gear before Banner even launches. Bungie has tried to prevent that from happening in the past, but apparently even they are unable to control everything in their own game, because Last Me and Cool Guy both checked at the beginning of last season, this still works. I've got a few Iron Banner bounties I'm holding on to on my Warlock. Fingers crossed I get new gear early. Thing number 5, gear up your main Guardian early. Every time a new season in D2 drops, we go through the same thing. Servers get overloaded. There's often a queue to log in. Sometimes people don't get to log in for a few hours, and when they do, third-party item inventory apps like DIM aren't working, meaning you can't move all your favorite gear over, and you have to manually go to the tower. Gross. I usually like to equip whatever Guardian I plan on playing first with everything I think they'll need to dive in right away. Probably a mixture of PvP and PvE gear. Also, remember that Bungie has shown us on Twitter what the upcoming champion armor mods are going to be in Season 15. Anti-barrier auto rifle, unstoppable pulse, sidearm, fusion rifle, and linear fusion rifle, overload bow, and overload sword, which they forgot to include in the image, but mentioned in a follow-up tweet. Go through your vault and find any weapons that fall under those umbrellas and have them pre-loaded onto your Guardian. Remember, people really sleep on Overload Bow. I've mentioned in the past that Overload Monarch is an insanely easy to use champion melter that should not be ignored. Tiku's Divination also uses Overload pretty well, but I prefer Monarch. Make sure you have at least one good weapon for each champion category on your Guardian and ready to go if you plan on doing PvE junk on Season 15 Day 1. While you're tinkering with what to load onto your Guardian, do thing number 6, clean up your goddamned vault. I know, very funny coming from me, the all-time grand champion of being a 500 out of 500 dirty, filthy vault hoarder. Believe me, even I'm going to go through my vault and try to make a fair amount of room for all the new junk coming down the pipe. I like having multiple rolls of new weapons for the sake of variety, or to tinker with new perks if there are any. So yeah, make a little bit of room in the vault if you can. Thing number 7, Hoard, Umbral, engrams. If you're anything like me, this should be really easy. I can't walk 10 feet in this game without tripping over an umbral engram. They are constantly clogging up my inventory, but today that might be a good thing. The helm and the prismatic recaster ain't going anywhere in Season 15, so depending on how things work, you might be able to roll into the helm and get new seasonal gear a bit early. However, it's also entirely possible that you might have to spend some kind of new currency to get Season 15 gear out of an umbral engram. Kinda like how in Season 14 you have to spend decrypted data in order to get splicer gear. Worst case scenario, you have to spend a lot of new currency, whatever that might be, to get new seasonal gear via umbral engrams, in which case, no big deal. You can always just quickly change the engrams into worldly weapons which don't cost anything to do, and you won't really have lost anything. IMO, kind of a small gamble, worth taking. I'm going to be holding my engrams until tomorrow. Thing number 8, run a few GM Nightfalls. I know, probably not everyone watching today's video can do that because GM Nightfalls are kinda hard. Even if you do have a full fire team, I'm not going to be out here pretending that me, the guy who plays video games full time, has an equal gameplay experience as y'all. Still though, if you know how to do GM Nightfalls and you feel you can do them pretty well with a good team, maybe run a few. Your end game goal, naturally, to get a buttload of enhancement prisms and ascendant shards. They drop fairly regularly from completing GM Nightfalls, might as well pick up a few if you have the time. Thing number 9, go to the tower and claim all of your unclaimed engrams from both Shax and the Drifter. You might not have to do this if you're actually good at keeping up with inventory management, unlike me. I've got a bunch of unclaimed Valor related engrams, most of which I'm assuming won't be phenomenal, but even if I get only one god roll out of the entire batch, hey, more god rolls than I had before. Worst case scenario, you claim all your unclaimed rewards and or engrams, they aren't very good, and you scrap them for materials, which we always need. Finally, thing number 10 to do, go to Spooter in the Tangled Shore. Unsure what he's gonna have for sale by the time today's video goes live, but it's always worthwhile to check. If he has any good deals on items you might be low on, glimmer, planetary materials, legendary shards, whatever, pick them on up. Always better to go into a new season with beefed out inventory than a dry one. And there you go. If you've got any additional tips that you think might help out players going into the new season, let me know what they are down in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.